Hello everybody, it's a happy afternoon. It's a Sunday afternoon, a bank holiday August, and the sun is shining. It's absolutely fabulous down here in Cornwall today. Oh, after such a miserable week, it's lovely. It's lovely. Excuse me, head cold. I'd forgotten what these were like. I've had several days of lots of runniness and stuff. Sneezing, I'd forgotten how to sneeze. There we go. So do excuse me. It's now on the mend. It's just been a few days head cold, but there we are. Everybody goes into panic mode, don't they? Oh, what if it is? What if it is? Well, it's not. It's all good. It's not. Anyway, so it's put me behind because I've not actually felt like doing an awful lot. I'll be truthful. I have worked quite hard on the Tilda quilt with the new Tilda range. What is behind me here? Maple Farm, fabulous. Love the fabrics. Always a big butterfly. I have to evict him in a minute. Yeah, so gorgeous fabrics, and I have done up a new quilt design, and I've just about finished it. And when I've finished doing the quilt top, I'll write up the pattern, and I might even do some kits if anybody fancies kits. That'll be good. Having said that, I might have to wait until I've quilted it. I read on a thread on Facebook the other day, what do you like to see in your patterns and what don't you like to see in your patterns? And there was a couple of people that were quite adamant they'd like to know what design to quilt their quilts in. You know, if they've bought the pattern or the kit or whatever, what's the quilt design? And I have to say, I'm guilty of this. I don't always put a quilt design in there because it's one of those things I think is very personal to you and how do you want things done. Also because certainly the ones that I've been doing on the Witter rings, they're going off long arming, and I probably won't have a lot of say in how they look anyway. I only like to put on there a quilt design when it's something a bit different. Most of my quilts, because of the way I like them done, are what are called echo quilting. Yeah, so 1/4 of an inch away from all of the different shapes and things, and just some simple straight line stuff. I might do a few intricate designs repeating whatever's in the fabric, but 9 times out of 10 I just echo quilt mine. I like them nicely simple, so actually I never really put details within my patterns of how to quilt things. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I need to start doing this. So my thought was this particular quilt top that I'm in the middle of making, believe it or not, has quite a large area that is going to be reliant on quilting. Bearing in mind that I teach hand quilting, so I will be doing a design up that panel, which I'd already had that in mind, and I will sort of show you that. But is it something that you all want? Do you need that? I don't know. I really don't. It hadn't dawned on me in that manner because we all have such diverse thoughts on these things. But there we go. So anyway, what I'm saying actually is the quilt top that I've nearly finished is going to take me longer to show to you because I'm going to do it with hand quilting on it. I might cheat and just hand quilt the panel that needs to be quilted so that you can see it, and then leave the rest to Sarah on the long arm, or I might just take forever to finish it, which is probably what will happen because I do like hand quilting. Right, so there we go. So that's the new Tilda range anyway. So there's long quarter packs and bundles I've done up of those. You'll find those over on my website if you fancy them, if you're going to join us. That's lovely, but I'll also do a kit up specifically for the quilt top that I'm doing. Now, I asked the other day what we're going to do for our next Witter quilt. So Witter quilt 6, from the suggestions that I'm having over on YouTube or Facebook and in person, it looks like we're doing Christmas. August bank holiday, sun shines out, I've even got a sleeveless thingy on, and I'm talking Christmas. I know I actually started my Christmas back in January, as most of us designers do, but because this is a more of a spontaneous sort of thing, we're going to do appliqué. I have no idea what you're going to want and what you're not going to need. Okay, so we'll do it as I call them, scrap and stash. They are going to be simple appliques. Look, I've been doodling, you won't see that probably. But I'm figuring in the centre, because you know I was on about last Witter, a log cabin wreath that I did years ago. I'm wondering if I can find that. I've not found it yet, I have to say, but if I can find that sometime this week or so, or it doesn't matter if it's not this week, I'm thinking we'll do that in the centre, because it can be a standalone thing that you could do to put on your wall or your front door or something like that, or it could be the centre of this quilt. Okay, so we're going to do log cabin wreath, Christmas wreath, and then I've got all sorts of different things going in here, designs of different things associated with Christmas that you'll see and think, oh yeah, we do that, or I've got that, or oh that's lovely, well that's funny, or actually I really don't like them. I've not figured out a good way of doing tinsel, so we're not doing tinsel, all right. But yeah, so we're going to have all sorts of other little blocks around the wreath centre, or it might even be off centre. Things don't always have to be in the centre. So that's my plan. Exactly what it will be, I'm not sure. How it will look, I'm not sure. It's one of those things. Now, for those of you that haven't got lots of scraps and stash of Christmas type things, it did dawn on me that actually most of my designs are scrap and stash, and therefore you've got it kicking around, or you just need to add a metre of plain or something like that to it. So I've taken today, this lot here is all Christmas fabric. It's a little bit much really, isn't it, for one person? So I've taken some photos just now with Tom's help, who's asleep here, you can't see him. And I've put some prices on. And what I'll do is I'm going to put those photos up on my Facebook page, okay? And if you fancy any of those, just write on there what you want and I'll get it cut and sent to you. We'll sort out. But my thought was, like, do you know what, we'll have a 10% discount going on that, all right? So whatever price is on it, we'll knock 10% off, but obviously you've got your postage on top, don't forget that. So if you're fancying anything on Christmas, and they run from, I think, £8 a metre up to 15. The 15 are rather gorgeous, and they're really, really good metallic fabrics. So they are maybe a little bit more than you would normally perhaps think of, but you'll be amazed how far a long quarter might go within something else with all the others, all right? So if you fancy any of them, I'm going to put the photos up in a bit. Just shout me and I'll get them in the post to you. And as I say, if you're ordering today or tomorrow, bank holiday, we'll stick a 10% on there. Oh, sorry, no, we'll stick a 20% discount on there. There you go. But you need to order them off of the Facebook page, all right? If you follow them through to my website, you'll get charged a full amount, because I've only just decided we're doing that. And it'll take me far too long to try and sort out on the website the discounts, okay, because it's just me trying to do everything. So if you fancy anything on Facebook, put what it is. We'll have 20% off all the costings, but then you'll add your postage on top. How's that for an August bank holiday? So today, tomorrow, all right? Christmas fabrics only. There's loads of them. I have several photos worth to put up for you to have a little nose through. I have no idea how many we're going to use in this next quilt. So she playing with the pair of scissors. Put it down. That's not a good thing, is it? I like to twiddle with things. That sounds bad as well, doesn't it? I like to have, yeah, hands need to be occupied. I'm not going any further on that. Well, it's Sunday, isn't it? Sunshine. Yeah, so Christmas. All right. So we're going to do the next Witter quilt as Christmas. I will endeavour to get a block made up for midweek Witter. I am going to try and do 2 Witters a week. I know they've gone out the window the last few weeks because of different things. But I will try and pull us back on track to 2 Witters a week at some point. I have got another art exhibition coming up at the end of September. So we've got a good sort of 3 weeks in there that we can get quite a bit done before I start getting major disruptions again with a bit of luck. It's good. Witter quilt 6. How about that then? Who'd have thought? We started this in March, didn't we? March, April, May, June, July, August. 6 months we've been doing these, and we're on to 6 quilts. That's not bad in that rate of time, is it? I have to say though, I've not quilted one. I know some of you have actually got way ahead of me in that you've been quilting them, but I've been doing other stuff in between. So loveliness out there. We've got a clean fish pond. That's always a bonus. Jumping fishes. I never knew koi don't like the pH balance being wrong in a pond, and we lost a couple of koi last week. And we couldn't figure this out because they look perfectly healthy. And when we figured it out, do you know, it was all that rain we'd had. So much rain in the pond, and the Cornish water is very soft, and apparently that's not good for your pH either, whatever your pH is. So Paul went and got the water tested, and it came back that we were only at 2 and we should have been at 6 or something, so we've had to chuck a load of nutrients and things in the pond. They're looking so much happier today. I'm so pleased. It would be like starving somebody, I think, or scurvy. Maybe they didn't get enough of one thing and not enough. The fish get scurvy. Have I just made that up completely? Never mind, eh? Right, so I'm just going to say happy bank holiday for what there is. Happy Christmas shopping. And let's face it, we need to be starting our Christmas now in order to get it done in time, because otherwise we'll all be left behind. So any presents and things need to be. Yeah, I'm hopeful that some of these blocks that we'll do can stand alone as cushions or little panels, and certainly the centre one should do. All right, so even if you don't fancy doing a whole quilt for Christmas, maybe there's a few bits in there you can use for people. That would be good, wouldn't it? They're going to be simplistic shapes. I'm going to bond web. You can use whatever applique method you prefer, as many fabrics as you prefer, totally up to you. All right, but there we go. I really am rambling now, aren't I? Right, so 3 things. Tidying is bank holiday, we don't have to do it. Exercise is bank holiday, we don't have to do it. Saying hello to friends is must, because it is a bank holiday. I just spent a happy hour yapping. Hello Cherie, that was lovely, we enjoyed that. And I know there's quite a few that I've not yapped to that I need to yap to, and Karen the other day and a few others anyway, so it's all good. All right, so now enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to go and have a cuddle with Tom just because he's gorgeous, and I have to. He was in the sunshine earlier rolling around for me. He is so spoiled, so spoiled. Have a happy day.